afternoon, everyone. Have you ever had one of those days? Well, that day is mine today. I did fairly well at the grocery store, even though they didn't send the coupons till like super late last night. And so I didn't get to do it until in the morning. And so I was really kind of rushing through. Um, but I got through that. So I got home and I'm trying to get all my milk in the refrigerator, and I moved my quart jar of homemade bone broth that I made yesterday, and I knocked it, and it fell off the shelf through the refrigerator glass, and greasy broth went everywhere. So trying to keep the Great Danes out of it, trying to get it cleaned up, trying to keep all the glass out of it. So that is part of my day. Chicken drama, that's an everyday thing with these guys. These young guys are feeling like they just want to learn, and they're coming down here to see their old buddy Midas. So whatever, but I'd really like to turn the five loose sometime. I don't know what. So I need to integrate four girls, right? Three, four. I have to integrate four girls. And I don't think they're going to be mentally stable enough to deal with EB and those seven. Even though EB has these girls on the run. They tried to kill two roosters. All right, let's get to what I want to talk about. So today we're going to talk about lying again. We're going to talk about lying. Now, if you Google Trump's lies, there is a fact checker that has 15 notable lies of Donald Trump. Some of them prove that he just lies. What is that? A compulsive liar? Because some of the lies he says he doesn't have to say. But let's go through some of these lies. But the first page I'm going to go through are the pages that I just wrote down from things that I knew were lies. Okay. Before Trump was elected, when he was running, he said he would never need your money. And if you don't know it, or you haven't seen it, or if you haven't experienced it, Trump is one of the biggest grifting politicians I have ever seen in my entire life. Shoes, shot glasses, steaks, gold bars that aren't. I hope you guys aren't getting that stuff, really. Bobbleheads, assassination attack sneakers, Trump gold sneakers. I mean, just constantly grifting and trying to sell stuff. And he made a lot of money while he was in the White House, and I think that's up for um, congressional investigation about his hotels and him still being in charge of them and having like people from other countries come and stay there. I think that was something that I heard. But the fact that he said he would never need your money, he's a liar. Let's see here. Oh, let's just go to this one because this is more updated. Everyone wanted abortion to go to the states. The Republicans, the Democrats, the liberals, the libertarians, whatever he kept spouting off, that was a lie. That's a lie. They want abortion up to and after birth. That is a lie. Abortion after birth, number one, that doesn't even make sense. I'm just saying. But if the baby is born and you kill it, then that is murder. That's not true at all. Okay, let's go to this one. We're going to get through all of it. I mean, you might as well. The funny stuff, the not so funny stuff. Let's see. You know, what's funny was when he was in his deposition, I believe, for E. Jean Carroll's case, of sexual assault. He said, well, she's not my type. I don't know her. Well, in the deposition, Carol's lawyer produces a picture of Trump and Ivana, as well as Carol and her late husband. And they put the picture out to him and they ask him who these people are. And he points to E. Jean Carroll as his ex wife, Marla Maple. So I, I mean, there's lies all over in that. Number one, E. Jean Carroll apparently was his type because he thought that the picture of E. Jean Carroll was his ex wife, Marla Maples. Or, well, he's lying. Okay. And then, of course, he said he didn't know her, but he was always with her husband at these social events, and of course he knew who she was. He says he has no connection to Epstein. That's a lie. That's a lie. He's on flight records, he's on the calls, he's seen in pictures. There is a woman who um, talks about her sexual rape from Trump and Epstein, and that Trump threw money at her when this young girl said, "What if I get pregnant?" And he threw a bunch of money at her and walked out. That's not a lie. He is the liar there. I mean, I'm not even going to go into just how disgusting he is, period. But let's just keep going about the lies, okay? That he didn't lose the election in 2020. That's a lie. He knows it's a lie. He knows that's a lie. That's why he's in trouble because he sent out all of these fake electors and made phone calls wanting votes to be found that weren't there. Yeah, he knows he lost the election. And the thing is with that is he thinks he is going to pull the same stuff this time, and the American people just aren't going to put up with it. Okay, now here's a lie. Illegal aliens, illegal invaders, illegal immigrants are killing and eating pets in Springfield, Ohio. That is a lie. That is a twofold lie. Number one, they're not illegals, they're documented workers. They started coming in 2000, was it 18 or 19? Um, who was the president then? I'm just asking. I mean, seriously, they started coming in under his administration. That's not a lie. You look it up. And then his lie of backing away from Project 2025 after praising Heritage Foundation on video about their work, about their collaboration, and then Heritage Foundation people talking about Project 2025 and adding Trump as, someone who helped them in their quest to give him an agenda. Okay? So he is familiar with Project 2025, and his name is mentioned over 300 times in the over 900 pages. Okay? Now we're going to go. I only wrote down a few of these off that other list. And this is the beginning. This is the beginning. He said it rained on his inauguration day, and that's why his crowd was low. When in fact, it did not rain that day, and he had to come up with something about that. But he says his inauguration day and his January 6th Stop the Steal rally had more people than Martin Luther King or Obama on either one of those two, that you make sure that you figure out which one goes to which. And if you don't, well, then I don't know what to tell you. Um, that his crowds were bigger on both events. And that is not true. That is not true. Here's the one that hurt our nation so badly. The COVID epidemic, pandemic, he said, was totally under control. And as all of us who were like laid off and sitting around watching the news all the time because we couldn't go anywhere, we heard him say that it's totally under control. We'll be out of the way by Easter. We're doing good. He said it was equivalent to the flu. 386,000 Americans died. There's some of your Trump supporters, probably, too, right there. Because they refused to get treatment or to stay home or to wear their masks or to get the vaccine. Some were elderly that just got it from staff workers. But some of them were Trump supporters. I lost 8 or 9 coworkers. The last one we lost came up to me when I was driving my forklift one day, and he says, I don't understand why you don't support Trump and why you think that January 6th was a horrible thing and blah, 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 blah. And I looked at him and I said, let me tell you something right now. I said, I am a woman who is a free thinker. I'm always about making things better. I didn't live during the times when women struggled with rights. I do now. I didn't live in a time when there were pandemics. I do now. I didn't live through a time when the racial division was so bad that you have people terrorizing towns from lies from Donald Trump. But I do now. There was a time when Hurricane Dorian was coming to the States, and they had an official weather map, and Donald Trump decided that he would take his Sharpie and move it over to Alabama. When they made their call, and he told him, he says, well, it's going to get Alabama. The Federal Weather Bureau of Birmingham had to correct that and let Alabama know that it was not coming their way. He's not a liar. He said that the head of the Boy Scouts called him after I don't know, there was some sort of thing he was talking at. And he said the head of the Boy Scouts called him and said it was, what did he say, the greatest speech that was ever made to them. That phone call never happened. That was a lie. So when you want to talk about misspoken words or timelines, those really aren't lies. But what I just mentioned to you were all lies. The things that I mentioned were lies. They have been fact checked. They are reported. They're in black and white. So let's be careful when we talk, when we're calling people liars, because it might make you a liar. You'll have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I got stuff to do. I have a chicken right around the bottom of my feet. She is adorable. She's the one with the brown head. Oh, she can't get through the fence. And the black body. She's about ready to get stuck in the fence. Bye, y'all. I gotta go save this chicken.